Welcome to NEXTGames' Intense Ambuscade series, October 2023, against Trolls. Now it's been 3 years since we last saw this one, and it can pose quite the challenge for solo players, so let's delve into what's needed to take this month on. First, key item acquisition. This month you need a single troll kill for your first one of the day, and 3 troll kills for multiple runs in the same day. Now the easiest place I've found to get these is to Survival Book Warp to Wejome Woodlands, where you can find the trolls nearby. Now in regards to the run itself, this month's main NM is the Bozetto Bruiser, and he's the only enemy that will start on the battlefield. He is a monk who can draw people in if they have hate, and he can use 100 Fist. The other 2 abilities of his that you want to look out for is Head Snatch, which can reduce your tank's hit points to 10%, and reset enmity on them. So your tank will want to be quick to get hate back once the ability is used. Now the other dangerous ability is Pleiades Ray, which is an AoE ability that inflicts Bind, Gravity, Paralyze, Plague, Poison, Silence, and Slow to everyone that it hits. Now this can be a real challenge for your trust to deal with when it goes off. Now the troll only has access to this ability if his aura is up. To bring it down, we need to deal with the adds that he spawned. Now at the very start, when he was engaged, the Bruiser will spawn 1 Justicar, who is a Paladin, and 1 Sharpshooter, who is a Ranger, on the normal difficulties and below. On the difficult difficulty, he will spawn a second of each of those adds for a total of 5 enemies that will be on the battlefield. On very difficult, we'll also add in a Warrior Shadow Dragon that can quickly end your run that will need to be dealt with. Now the Sharpshooter and Justicar will use all the normal abilities for trolls and their jobs, and will also absorb all magic damage after the use of their SP abilities, so make sure you watch for that and keep it in mind with your strategy. To bring down the aura on the Bruiser, that is granting access to that nasty ability, and providing a defense boost and regen to all of the trolls, we need to do a magic weapon skill to the Justicar and a physical weapon skill to the Sharpshooter. Doing so will bring the aura down on each of them for 20 to 30 seconds. If both of their auras are down, the main NM's aura will also drop, allowing for worry-free damage to be done to him without the risk of that nasty ability going off. Now we can deal with all of this a variety of ways with varying degrees of success and speed, so let's discuss our option. First, if you're solo, this is going to be a rough month for you, as keeping the auras down for long enough on the 2 adds while still trying to get in damage on the main NM is a very slow process, and can often still lead to that nasty ability going off sometime during the run if you're not fast enough to swap between the enemies. Now if you have the trust of Monborough and Sethus, I can provide you a way to do it that will be a fairly reliable way to take this month's on all the way up to the normal difficulty, as you see me doing right here. Now with this strategy, we concede that we can't keep the auras down long enough to get any substantial damage done on the main NM, so we don't even bother trying. Instead, we quickly take out the Sharpshooter, followed by the Justicar. Make sure you make the best use of your time and try not to skill chain, as shortly after damage is done to each, they will use their SP abilities, which will cause them to absorb all magic and skill chain damage. You also can use the time when Invincible is up to switch to the main Bruiser and get some Enfeebles in preparation for the final phase. Now once both adds are dead, you now want to focus on that main NM in this final phase. Get your damage in as quickly as you can, but be careful with skill chains, as he will still absorb magic and skill chain damage at several times throughout the fight. Eventually he will use his nasty Pleiades Ray ability, which will dramatically slow down your run, but should not end it as long as you have Monborough and Sethus. That's why it's so important that we had them. Monborough will be able to use his potion to get all those nasty effects off everyone, and Sethus can help keep HP and MP pools full until the mages are back on their feet. Note that the slow effect is going to remain on you for the remainder of the fight once this ability goes off, so you're going to want to swap to your dual wield 40 gear to keep your attacks going as quick as possible and still keep open the chance to get skill chains in when that absorption effect is not in place. Now how long the fight takes will depend on how many times the nasty ability is used, but in my experience today's run on the normal difficulty took 10 to 14 minutes, depending on just how many times he uses it and how soon he uses it after you start fighting him. Now you can use this strategy on very easy, and normal to get your solo wins this month, depending on your gearing and the trust you have. If you don't have Monborough, you will want to stick to very easy and hope your trust are able to cure you through those nasty abilities. Sethus will hopefully help you out with this if you happen to have him. Now in regards to party play, there were a lot of strategies being thrown around the last time this was here and 3 years ago. First, the Shadow Dragon, you're going to want to always immediately silence him. That was pretty much consistent in all the strategies, because he has nasty songs that will go off and pretty much end your run before it starts. Most strategies had you quickly killing the Shadow Dragon, and then focusing on the adds. You're going to want to separate your DDs so that each of them can take down the auras on all the adds and keep them down at all times. Most strategies have you TPing on the main boss and then skill chaining on those adds to make sure that aura always stays down. Once the main boss is dead, the rest are easy to quickly dispatch with. That's about all I have to share for this month's run. Sorry to all the returning soloers that will undoubtedly struggle on this one this month. Enjoy the rest of the battle example. That's going to be it for this episode in the Intense Ambuscade series. I hope you found that helpful. Have a great month, everyone. We'll see you next time. Stay safe and stay healthy out there.